Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Shannon Beador says RHOC Season 18 reunion is emotional, difficult, and surprising. The Real Housewives of Orange County Season 18 has been quite the journey for Shannon Beador, and it doesn't sound like things will be getting any better in the final episodes of the season. You see, Shannon assembled her friends and went to London for a trip to celebrate her 60th birthday. Unfortunately, her legal woes with her ex-boyfriend, John Jansen, were brought up on the first day, and supposed friends Heather Dubrow and Tamra Judge turned on her in a big way. Instead of discussing their concerns with Shannon behind closed doors, they waited until the first dinner of the trip. As expected, things got heated. It makes us wonder what the rest of the season will be about, because how much longer will Shannon continue to be around people who imply she's fabricating things? As monsters and critics previously reported, the RHOC Season 18 reunion was filmed last week. Host Andy Cohen has already admitted that there was a period of calm until Alexis Bellino arrived to face off with Shannon and the other Team Shannon women. The RHOC Season 18 reunion sounds like a lot. RHOC cast members claimed that Shannon was frazzled after the taping concluded, which makes sense. Shannon has been involved in many different storylines this season and has weathered the storm very well in the face of adversity. Following Thursday's episode, which found Shannon exploding at Heather and Tamra during a fiery dinner, the 60-year-old appeared on Watch What Happens Live. Truthfully, Andy fumbled the bag here because there were many questions he could have asked Shannon to fill in some of the blanks about her arguments with the women and, of course, the legal drama. Then again, answers about all of that should be on the horizon during the final episodes of Season 18 and, of course, the reunion. The only thing Shannon could tease about what's sure to be a 3-hour extravaganza is that it was emotional, difficult, and surprising. Those 3 words aren't too much of a shocker, because her storyline so far this season has perfectly encapsulated the words. Shannon is feeling the heat this season. Shannon has been dragged through the mud by some of her co-stars, including her former friend Tamra, so it must have been awkward for Shannon to go up against her nemesis again. Tamra has unquestioningly supported Alexis throughout the season, which has earned her the ire of viewers, so it wouldn't be too much of a shocker if she did apologize to Shannon. RHOC Season 18 has been unpredictable, but there has to be some form of resolution for these ladies, because there's a chance some of them won't be back next season. Tamra is already calling for Alexis to score a promotion. Then there's Heather, who may or may not move to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. In an exclusive preview of the Real Housewives of Orange County Season 18 reunion, Shannon Beador opened up about the roller coaster of emotions the cast endured while filming the highly anticipated event. Beador, who has long been a fixture on the show, described the reunion as one of the most emotional, difficult, and surprising in recent years, hinting at a few unexpected moments that left both the cast and viewers stunned. As one of the most outspoken personalities on RHOC, Shannon has never been one to shy away from confrontation or vulnerability. This season, however, seemed to have pushed her to new emotional limits, and she didn't hold back when describing the challenges of facing her castmates under the glaring lights of the reunion stage. According to Beador, what started as a heated discussion of the season's drama quickly devolved into some raw and personal moments that left even the most seasoned housewives feeling shaken. To say this reunion was difficult is an understatement, Shannon said in an interview, her voice tinged with both exhaustion and relief. There are always hard conversations and things that need to be addressed, but this time it felt different. We all went through so much this season, individually and as a group, that it was impossible not to feel the weight of everything while we were sitting there. When pressed to reveal what exactly made the reunion so emotional, Shannon stayed tight-lipped but hinted that viewers will see a side of the housewives they haven't seen before. Everyone knows we don't hold back when it comes to these reunions, but this one, there were tears, anger, and even some shocking revelations that I don't think anyone saw coming. I think viewers will be surprised by a few things that came up, she teased with a knowing smile. This season of RHOC has certainly been a wild ride, with explosive fights, rekindled friendships, and the kind of intense personal storylines that make reality television a guilty pleasure. From Shannon's own relationship struggles to her ongoing feud with certain cast members, the drama has been relentless, and fans are eager to see how it all plays out when the women are forced to confront each other face to face at the reunion. One of the biggest questions leading into the reunion has been whether or not Shannon and her fellow castmates will be able to resolve their differences, or if the deep-seated tensions that have been simmering all season will finally boil over. In particular, Shannon's strained relationships with a few of the women have been a major storyline, and viewers are dying to know if they'll be able to find any common ground or if things will take a turn for the worse. There were definitely some tense moments, Shannon admitted, her expression turning serious. But I think what made this reunion so different is that we all came into it with a lot of emotional baggage from the season. Some of the issues we had were so personal and deep that it wasn't just about who said what or who did what, it was about real hurt and betrayal. While Shannon refrained from naming names, it's clear that her dynamic with several of her fellow housewives reached new levels of intensity this season, and the reunion was no exception. The star has never been one to back down from a confrontation, but even she admitted that there were moments when the reunion became almost too overwhelming. "I had to take a step back a few times," she said. "It was just a lot. The emotions were so high, and there were times when I didn't know if we'd get through it." But it wasn't all tears and anger, according to Shannon. There were also some lighter, more surprising moments that will leave fans talking long after the reunion airs. There were definitely some surprises, she hinted cryptically. "Not everything went the way we thought it would. There are some shocking twists that even we didn't see coming, and I think it's going to change the way people see certain relationships on the show." Shannon also hinted that viewers might get to see a more vulnerable side of her at the reunion, as she reflects on her personal journey throughout the season. "I went through a lot this year, both on and off camera," she said. "I think people will see me open up in a way I haven't before. It's hard to be that vulnerable, but sometimes you just have to lay it all out there." As fans eagerly await the reunion episode, Shannon's comments have only heightened the anticipation. With promises of raw emotions, unresolved drama, and shocking revelations, it's clear that this reunion is going to be one for the books. While Shannon didn't give away too many specifics, her candid remarks about the difficult and emotional nature of the taping suggest that viewers are in for an intense and memorable reunion. Despite the challenges she faced during the reunion, Shannon remains hopeful that the experience will ultimately bring some closure and healing for both herself and her castmates. "At the end of the day, we're all going through this journey together," she said. "There are ups and downs, and sometimes it's really hard, but I do think we all learned something from this reunion. Whether we agree or not, we're all trying to figure out how to move forward." With so much drama left unresolved and so many emotions still raw, it's clear that the RHOC Season 18 reunion is going to be a must-watch event for fans. As Shannon Beador herself put it, "It's emotional, it's difficult, and it's surprising, but it's also real. And that's what makes it so powerful."